Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are here to play some Storyfold Wildwoods by Open Owl Games that is recent. It is at present delivering to everybody. I was able to get my copy, which was fantastic, and we're gonna go through playing it. I haven't played this game in a while, so I don't remember it. However, what's pretty cool is that the rule book is super thin, and basically it says, this is kind of a reference. It's a rules reference, right? For you to kind of look up stuff later if you need to. And what's fantastic is that they have the total turn structure. But the game itself teaches you how to play it from the prologue. And it teaches you how to play the entire game, so you don't have to read through a 150-page rule book. It just kind of reminds you of some concepts and some things on how to save your game and then goes through it. But the game should teach you to play as you play it, which is fantastic. I did go all in on this one, right? Because I got to play the demo. Thank you so much for, I want to thank them for allowing me to play the prototype copy of it on the channel, which you can see if you look on the channel, where I played through all of the prototype, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it, that I wanted to play more, so therefore I backed it all. So I'm looking forward to playing this. Hey Brandon, hey Danny, hey Greg, how's it going? He said, when I got my game and playmat, I was so shocked by the size of the playmat. Yeah, it's a beast, but I love it. But it's a big playmat. If you get the playmat, it's a big playmat, and I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm going to show it to y'all when we get down to the table to play through. So, okay. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Let's go ahead, get down to the table, and check out Storyfold. So I'll press that button, which takes me down to this one, and I'll move the book for a second so you can see. This is the playmat. It is pretty. It is very pretty. It's a nice playmat. So it is really gorgeous. It fits the table well. And well, if you have the size table to hold it, it fits it well, and it's just very pretty to look at. Very nicely designed. And then the book kind of just unfolds itself onto the playmat, which is pretty cool. So you'll see the playmat stuff go through here. I've got the prologue deck right here for us to go through. But basically, yeah, this game, like I said, the rule book, it's a rules reference, not even a rule book to tell you how to do it. And it's only a couple pages long, which is, Open Owl did a great job with kind of breaking this down. So how you start this game is you open the book and let the story kind of unfold for you, which I think is pretty cool. The music that you heard in the intro, every single time I think about this game and they talk about the river, there's a song by a group called Incubus called Aquio something. I can't remember what the last part of it, but every time I hear that song, I think of this game. I don't know why, or every single time I hear you're moving things along the river, that song comes up in my head. So if you know the song that I'm talking about, tell me if you agree with me. If you don't, look it up. It's a really great song. See what you think. But that's what always comes up for me. So I chose the music that I chose because I can't play Incubus on the channel. I get demonetized. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead. Flip it open. So, many moons ago. In a world of light and shadow, there was a girl named Luma. And then this says Prologue, Call of the Wild. Luma stood at the edge of the river enjoying the crisp morning. The gentle sounds of flowing water, hopefully y'all can see, yeah. The gentle sounds of flowing water calmed her as the sun's early rays warmed her face, and a light breeze caressed her hair like a playful hand. She savored the moment and sighed. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind sent a flurry of leaves past Luma. She watched as the swirling petals settled atop the water, forming a trail from her feet to the forest beyond the far bank. The leaves glowed with a soft luminescent light, beckoning her to approach. Heart pounding, Luma knelt, hesitated, and then scooped a single leaf into her palm. A flash of light burst from her wrists. Luma's eyes widened as the world seemed to shift around her and a vision arose from the depths of her mind. She saw a young woman and an infant giggling amongst the tall grass of a forest glen. Nearby, a large majestic deer grazed peacefully until, suddenly, it raised its head sharply as if startled by some unseen danger. Then, as quickly as the vision appeared, it is dispersed into shadow, leaving only an echo of the distant howls. Gasping, Luma found herself back at the river, where a low rumbling growl drew her attention to the powerful bear at her side. It nuzzled Luma's hand with gentle affection. "It was here again, Brom," she whispered as her fingers stroked the aging bear's silvery white fur. "The visions have begun several moons ago, each time leaving her more unsettled. Something seemed familiar about the visions, but she could not place her finger on what. For as long as Luma could remember, she had lived at the river's edge, caring for the creatures who came to drink its cool, clear water. In all that time, Brom had been at her side, caring for her as she cared for the river. Any memories from a time before the river remained distant, impenetrable, much like the dark forest beyond. But now, something stirred in the shadows like a festering wound spreading deep within the forest. Critters fled the woods in panic. The river had turned foul and the flowers in full bloom wilted overnight. More worrisome, Eek, their playful squirrel friend, had not returned from his latest trip into the forest. Luma looked to Brom, who stared back in expectation. She could not wait any longer. The creatures are suffering, Luma thought, but she had never dared to cross the river before. What do you got? Hey, Brian. Hey, Elaine. How's it going? Just in time for story time. Welcome to Storyfold Wildwoods. When you're ready, find a deck of cards that say Prologue on the front and read Prologue card 1 to begin your journey. So, this says Prologue card 1. So we'll go through these. It will teach us the game, and then we'll be in full swing. But I love how the game just kind of unfolded, right? And I remember a few things about this. So let's head on down to the cam. So this is Prologue. It says return this card to the game box. When returning cards from the Prologue to the game box, place them with this card. Cool. And then that's how you reset the deck if you need to. Prologue card 1. Do not shuffle. Unless instructed otherwise, return these cards to the game box after reading and resolving the instructions on each side. Flip this card. Welcome to Storyfold, Wildwoods. In Wildwoods, you play a young girl, Luma, and her bear companion, Brom, who set out to heal the forest from a dark and mysterious shadow. The story of Wildwoods is experienced across 5 chapters. Each time you play, you will progress through scenes until you finish the chapter. This introductory chapter is the prologue, and it consists of 2 scenes, crossing the river and into the dark. Read Prologue card 2. The left and right panels of the storybook are known as your dashboard, and the pages you flip through form the scenes. Together, these will include all of the information you need to play. Flip this card. Turn the storybook page to Scene 1, Crossing the River. The top of each page includes the story text, instructions for setup, shadow effects, and the Luma prevails and the shadow prevails outcomes. First, read the story text for Crossing the River, then follow the setup instructions for the scene. Alright, so the story says, despite her apprehension, Luma followed Brom as he lumbered toward the path of glowing leaves at the river's edge. With the vision still fresh in her mind, Luma couldn't help but think about the deer. It seemed so frightened. Fear began to well up from somewhere deep inside Luma, pressing against her heart. She reached for Brom, grasping his fur tightly, as together they stepped into the water. Alright, and then follow the setup instructions on the scene. Scene setup, which is here. It says, all the cards needed for this prologue chapter are included in the prologue deck. Be sure not to shuffle it and follow the instructions on the cards closely to learn how to play. Each chapter will include its own deck of cards to be placed in the chapter space. Number 1, place the prologue deck in the chapter space on the left dashboard. So we'll place the prologue deck right there. Done. Then it says, draw prologue card 3, not 2, 3. And this one goes here. Yeah, prologue card 3. Throughout the prologue, you will be instructed to take certain cards from this deck and place them on or around the storybook as indicated. Take the next card, the Luma card, and place it in the Luma space on the left dashboard so that Luma and Brom side is face up. Take the Brom card and place it below the Brom space on the left dashboard so that the Protect side is face up, and flip this card. So this is Luma and Brom. So Luma is brave and kind. She is guarded by Brom, a fierce old bear with a loyal heart. Instead of drawing the final shadow card, place Brom on top of the shadow discard pile with the Protect side face up, then flip this card. Okay. So this is going on the Luma space. And then we're grabbing the Brom card with its Protect side face up. During the Luma phase, if Brom is not on the shadow discard pile, you may spend that symbol from any action card to light one creature, then flip this card, which probably sets him to care. Yeah. So he's on the Protect side. So Brom will go here on the Protect side. Pretty straightforward. Tells you exactly how to put it, and flip this card. Next, take the 4 action cards, Explore, Light, Help, and Heal, and place them face up below the storybook in the order shown. So Explore, Light, Help, Heal. Alright, so let's take a look. So Explore. Gain successes to resolve 1 Explore location. For each success, draw 1 Explore card, choose 1 to keep and the other to discard. So that one, per the instructions, will go here. Light. Gain successes to light 1 creature. For each success, advance the light marker 1 space. So that will go in the next space. Next we have Help. Gain successes to resolve 1 help location. For each success, gain 1 of those. I like it when games teach you as you play. I want to jump right in and not read a rulebook first. Yeah, I agree, Tim. I agree. Rulebooks hurt my soul. And Heal. Gain successes to heal 1 creature. For each success, gain 1 of those symbols. And this will tell us what those symbols mean as we play. So as you can see, they're in the river. This is the river. And it will tell you that this is the river. Okay, but that's what this is. The 4 numbered spaces, 3+, 4+, 5+, and 6+, and the 3 blank spaces along the bottom of the story form the river. The start of the river begins at the 3+ space, and the end of the river is the space immediately to the right of the last card in the river. As you play, cards will move and slide frequently within the river. Read Prologue card number 4. Prologue card number 4. Take the shadow card and place it in the shadow space on the left dashboard so that the lost side is face down. Okay. Alright, let's do that first, because I was like, wait, what? Alright, so this is the shadow card. The lost side, which is this, is going to be face down. So the shadow side will be this. Alright, and that's going to go here on this board. It says, take the 2 Explore cards, Berries and Mud, and place them face down in the Explore space on the right dashboard in any order. So take the 2 Explore cards, which are these 2, and there, as you can see, Berries and Mud. So, and place them face down in the Explore space on the right dashboard in any order. Sure. I'll shuffle them up. There you go. Sorry, where am I placing them? And place them face down in the Explore space on the right of the dashboard. Am I... Oh, on my other right. It goes here, where it says Explore. On the right. My other right. Flip this card. Because I'm smart. Take the 2 creature cards, the Wildwoods and Cry, and place them face down in the creature space on the right dashboard with the Cry card on top. So this are the 2 creatures cards. We got the Cry, and we have the Wildwoods, and the Cry will be on top, and they will go on the creature space over here. All right. They're crystals. Sweet. Take the crystal tokens, location markers, and stun tokens and place them in their corresponding spaces on the right dashboard. And read Prologue card 5. So we've got crystals, and yes, I did upgrade the stuff. So these are crystals, so that's what these symbols mean. I'll just put 4 there for now. These are location markers. I've got a surplus on the side, so I'll just put 4 each. That doesn't mean we're limited to 4. I'm just going to put them here. And there's more than that, but that's what I'll have, and as I take one off, I'll put one on from the surplus. Alright, so then read Prologue card 5. Take the 5 8-sided dice and place them next to the U space on the right dashboard. So the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be these dice that are here. So it says place them next to the U space, not on the U space. Gotcha. Done. The 10-sided die and 12-sided die remain in the game box. In later chapters, you can earn these dice by helping the critters of the forest. Sweet. Flip this card. So we'll just keep these in surplus as well. For the prologue, we are starting with Reduced Spirit. Take the Spirit marker and place it on the Spirit track left dashboard in the 4 space from the right as shown below. So this is the spin it marker. So we're going to put it says 1, 2, 3, 4, which I believe is right there. Finally, take the light and shadow markers and place them in their starting spaces on the Wildwood track as shown below. Alright, so light and darkness. We'll go there. And read Prologue card 6. Pretty straightforward so far. We are now ready to begin playing. As Luma, you will play through scenes by exploring unique locations, healing corrupt creatures, helping various critters, and attempting to bring light back to the forest. Depending on the choices you make as you play, your journey through the Wildwoods will be made easier as you help restore the light or make difficult as the shadow closes in. Flip this card. The top page of each scene describes the 2 ways in which a scene ends. Either Luma prevails or the shadow prevails. For this scene, Luma prevails once you have resolved the onward location. Let's get started. Read 7. Okay, so let's see how this works. Each turn consists of 2 phases, the Luma phase and the shadow phase. During the Luma phase, you control Luma's actions. Each Luma phase begins by retrieving all dice from the used dice space and placing them in front of you. These are your available dice. Flip this card. So we'll take all of them, put them in front of us. The Luma phase continues by performing actions until you have used all of your available dice. These actions you can perform represented by your 4 action cards: Explore, Light, Help, and Heal. Each action card has 2 abilities, a top ability and a bottom ability. We are going to focus on learning how to use the top abilities for now. This game is teaching me. Teach me, game. Teach me. To perform an action, you will first choose an action card and pull it towards you. Next, you will select either the top or bottom ability on the card and the target of your attempt. Finally, we will roll any number of your available dice in an attempt to gain successes. Let's see how this works. For your first action, let's choose the Explore action. Exploring the Wildwoods allows us to resolve Explore locations found on this scene. Scenes contain both Explore locations and Help locations, distinguished by color and symbol. Some locations are connected by a line, requiring you to resolve them in order from left to right. Using the top ability of the Explore action card, we will attempt to resolve the Explore location to cross. The Explorer location cross requires 2 successes to resolve, represented by the number of colored dots. So, what they're talking about is right here. So if you can see here, it says cross. This is where we are, and this is how we progress the story. And that we cannot complete this without doing that. That's what that line means. When you see that solid line, that means that you have to do that. Okay? So it says, so we have to cross, and right here you see these two purples. We need 2 successes to do it. This is saying that we're going to do an explore to do that, right? So it looks like it's purple, so the color matches what we need to do. Right? Yep. All right, let's keep it rolling, rolling, rolling. It's making sense. It's making sense. Since we need at least 2 successes to resolve the cross location, let's choose 3 of your available dice to roll and attempt to get 2 or more successes. Because your Explore action card is currently in the 3+ space of the river, each die you roll needs a result of 3 or higher to count as 1 success. Throughout the prologue only, if you do not roll enough successes, you may roll again until you do. We will explain later what normally happens if you fail to roll enough successes. Flip this card. Alright, so we need to roll first and then read that. So, this, we pull down saying that that's what we're going to do. It says it wants us to roll 3 dice, and we need 3 or higher for successes, and we need 2 successes. So we're going to roll our dice. I rolled a 5, a 5, and a 2. So I rolled 3 or higher, which means I got 2 of those, which means I got 2 successes, and I was successful. Hooray! You have rolled enough successes to resolve the cross location. Place a location marker onto the cross location to indicate it has been resolved. Locations with a location marker cannot be resolved again. Alright, so we take a location marker, and we put it here, and that indicates that we have completed that that part of the journey. And when you usually do, you read what it happens, but the story's going to tell us what to do, right? So, wow, didn't need any help. Read Prologue card 10. So, Prologue card 10. When a location is resolved, immediately read and follow the location's text. The cross location instructs us to draw story card 1. Take story card 1 from the Prologue deck, and flip it over and reveal the card. Then flip this card. So, story card 1. That's what that is, story card 1 Prologue. A cold splash. Brom entered the chilly water without hesitation. For Luma, the bracing cold was a stark reminder that the warmth and safety of home would soon be left behind. Brom paused to glance at Luma. Then, with an encouraging snort, he pushed forward. Whatever awaited them on the other side, they would face it together. On play, draw 1 card, then read Prologue card 11. All right, well, let's see what this thing says to do when we flip it. As you play story cards will tell the story of Luma and her journey through the Wildwoods. Many cards also include an on-play effect that must be resolved immediately after you've drawn the card. Cool. Let's see what on-play means. The on-play effect of story card 1 instructs us to draw 1 creature card. Take the top creature card from the creature deck and flip it over to reveal the creature. So we already know what it is. It is... nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. It's a cry, right? Alright, so let's see what it says. A corrupted cry. Many creatures of the Wildwood are under the influence of the shadow. These creatures will take away your spirit and disrupt your plans. Flip this card. Flip. When a creature card is drawn, immediately play it by resolving the on-play effect found on the creature card. Cry me a river. The on-play effect from the cry tells us to place the card face up at the end of the river. So, in which it does. On play, end of river. After it activates, move 1 space towards the start of the river. So, the end of the river, I believe, is here. Yes, because this is the last card in the river. Okay. So that's what it say to do. That's what it say to do, and I did it. Read Prologue card 12. To finish the action, first return all dice you rolled for this action to the use dice space. Then take the action card you used, the Explorer card, and move it to the end of the river. Finally, slide all of the cards in the river to the left so that there are no empty spaces between cards. Your river should look something like the picture below. So, what they're saying, we roll 3 dice. This goes into use dice. We then slide this to the end of the river, and then we move all cards over like so. And that's what it should look like. So every single time you use a card, it's going to slide to the end of the river. And this guy's getting close, which is pretty nasty. Alright, flip this card. We still have 2 available dice, so you can perform another action. This time, let's choose the Help card and attempt to resolve the Untangle Help location, which requires only 1 success. Help locations allow you to ask the critters of the Wildwoods for assistance or even help them in return. Some locations like Untangle are not required for Luma to prevail, but provide additional rewards for the resolve. So as you can see here, here's the Help one, which is I need a 4 or more. And what they say is it's not required is there's not a line that draws it towards onward. So it's something that we can do, but we don't have to, right? We don't have to if we don't want to. Yeah, so it's going to start walking us through some stuff here. So basically, begin by pulling the Help action card towards you. Your Help card is currently in the 4+ space of the river, which means each die you roll needs to be a 4 or higher to count as 1 success. Roll both of your remaining dice. Again, for the sake of Prologue, if you do not roll 1 or more successes, roll again until you do. So, pull it down to say that that's what we're using. This says we only need 1 success, and we're rolling both of these dice. Oh! We roll them. Hey, I got a 4. 4+. So we got the 1 success that we needed. We're good. 1 suck. 1 no bueno. 4 bueno. You did it! Place a location marker on the Untangle location, which is what we're going to do now. And I'll refill from the supply up. Okay. The Untangle location effect instructs you to gain 2 crystals. So, gain 2 crystals. So, when gaining crystals, take them from the crystal space and place them on top, one on top of any of your 4 action cards. For now, let's choose to place both crystals on the light action. Until spent, crystals stay on and move with their action cards in the river. So we'll grab those 2 and put them on light. Y'all, I mean, you're getting a sense of how this is going, but you're getting a sense of it. So we'll deal with cleanup. I already know what to do, but let's follow our instructions. Unspent crystals stay on cards and move with them. Read Prologue card 14. Prologue card 14. Let's finish this action by once again returning all rolled dice to the use dice space. Then take your chosen action card, Help, and move it to the end of the river. Finally, slide all cards. Then this process is called cleaning up the river. So we do this, that, and then this goes here. This doesn't move because this card was behind it, not in front of it. Flip this card. Now that you have used all of your available dice, it is time to begin the shadow phase. During the shadow phase, the corrupted creatures of the Wildwoods attempt to drain you of your spirit and disrupt your plans. Watch out! Watch out! The shadow phase begins by activating each creature in the river once, starting from left to right. Currently, there is 1 creature in your river, the Cry. When a creature is activated, it attacks. You will lose spirit equal to the amount shown on the creature card. The Cry causes you to lose 1 spirit. Move your spirit marker 1 space to the right on the spirit track. So the Cry card here has that 1 symbol, right? And I'll show that a little bit closer. See that 1? That right there? That's what they're talking about. So he will attack me for 1, which will move my spirit 1 here. So he hits me for 1. Not great, not great, not great. And we flip this card. If you are ever instructed to lose more spirit than you have remaining, you are overwhelmed by the shadow. When this happens, you must continue losing spirit from the start of the spirit track and then draw a shadow card. Shadow card represent Luma's inner turmoil. If you're ever forced to draw the final shadow card, the shadow prevails. Finally, resolve the after activation effect on the cry card, which instructs you to move the cry one space towards the start of the river. When a card enters the river or moves into a space that already contains a card in the example heal, it forces the card to move one space to the right. After each creature has activated, the shadow phase continues. Advance the shadow marker one space towards the center of the Wildwoods track. So first, it's going to swap spaces with heal because of its after activation ability, and then this is going to move one. Flip this card. Some spaces on the track have unique icons that trigger various shadow effects, which are described in the scene setup. After advancing the shadow marker, look above the space for any shadow effect icons. For this shadow effect, you are instructed to draw one creature card. Draw the remaining creature card and resolve its on-play effect by placing it in spot 6. So let's draw the creature card. The Wildvark. On play, it goes in spot 6. After activation, it ends the river. So that's what it's doing. And it's going to do 3 damage to us. That's just awful. So it's going in spot 6, which is going to bump these two this way, and it'll place itself there. Yep. And read Prologue 7. Not great. Not great. After advancing the shadow marker and resolving any shadow effects, the shadow phase ends. It's time to begin another Luma phase. Start the Luma phase by retrieving all dice from the use dice space. So we'll grab... These were supposed to be in the use dice as well, which I didn't do, but then we'll grab those and we have all ours right there. Alright, for your first action, let's choose the light action card and attempt to light a creature. Let's light this puppy up. Alright. Lighting a creature is a helpful way to prevent it from attacking you, stunning it momentarily with a flash of brilliant light. To light a creature, first pull the light card forward towards you and choose the creature you wish to light. Let's choose the Wildvark because it will cause you to lose more spirit than the cry when it activates. So we're choosing to do the Wildvark, and we're going to light it up. Right? Then we're going to pull card 18. Pretty good instruction, pretty straightforward. After choosing which creature to light, count how many yellow dots are on the bottom left of the creature card. This is the number of successes you need in order to light the creature. So this is a cool part that I like about this game, right? And let's talk about it. The light card is currently in the 3+ space, and we need 1 success to light the Wildvark. Choose to roll 2 dice and get at least 1 success. So if we look at the bottom, you see this? So this is how we stun it with light. And then this symbol is how we heal it to get rid of it. But they'll talk about that in a little bit. But we just need 1 success to stun it. So that's what we need to do. And we need to roll 2 dice to stun it. And this is in the 3+. So we'll gain 2 dice. 5 and a 5. Bada bing, we just needed 1 success. And we did it. So flip this card. Success! When you light a creature, first move it to the end of the river, then place a stun token on the card. Now when this creature activates, you won't lose spirit. Don't forget to finish your action and clean up the river, return rolled dice, move the light card, and ... In order of operation. Remember, until crystals are spent, they are on their action cards. Okay, cool. So, this will go into used. He will be moved to the end of the river and stunned. And then this will move to the end of the river as we do cleanup. And because we didn't use any of these, which we're going to use in this tutorial, they stay on the card. Is a success 3 or more because of the space the cards? Yes, that is correct, Tim. Here, this tells you the numbers that you need to be the number that you need to have a success. So, because it was here and it was 3, I needed a 3 or higher. If you get here and you really need to do something, then you could roll the dice and you need a 6 or higher. So there's risk, right? There's a nice risk to this. Read Prologue card 19. Yep, you are correct, sir. We still have 3 available dice, so let's attempt to heal a creature from the shadow by choosing the heal card. To heal a creature, you must gain successes equal to the number of red dots on the creature card. The heal card is currently in the 4 space of the river, and you need 1 success to heal the cry. Roll your 3 remaining dice and get at least 1 success. So on the cry, so remember, yellow's to stun it, so you push it to the back of the river and it won't attack. But heal is the way that you get rid of the card. And we just need 1 success to get rid of this card. So we're going to roll our 3 dice, and we're looking for we're doing heal. So we're looking for a 4+, right? 4+ with the heal. And we got a 6, 6, and a 4. 3 successes. Hurrah. Alright. Flip it. When you successfully heal a creature, first remove the creature from the river and place it face up on the creature discard space on the right dashboard. Then gain the number of crystals found on the bottom right of the creature card. The cry rewards us with 1 crystal. For now, let's choose to also place it on the light card along with the others we placed previously. Each card, this is big, because when we start playing Chapter 1, I guarantee you I'm going to forget this. Each card can contain a maximum of 3 crystals. I'm going to forget that, so please remind me. Finally, finish the action and clean up the river. So this creature is healed. It will go into creature discard. I will gain a crystal. They said put it on light. Then we need to clean up the river. So this will come down. These will slide over. And this will go over here. These will go into used. And then we need to go to Prologue card 20. That creature was well healed. Oh, I healed the heck out of that. It is now the shadow phase. The only creature to activate is the Wildvark. Because the Wildvark has a stun token on it, instead of losing spirit, we simply remove the stun token, then follow the after activation effect on the card as normal. Finally, clean up the river. So it's stunned. So we'll do this. Its after effect is go to the end of the river. So it'll do that. Then, continue to shadow phase by advancing the shadow marker 1 space towards the center of the Wildwoods track. There are no shadow effects this turn. So this will move here. And flip this card. It is now the start of another Luma phase. Retrieve all of your dice from the used dice space. Each action also has a bottom ability you can choose to perform. For example, the heal card's bottom ability allows you to gain 1 spirit for each success, which makes your spirit, which moves your spirit marker to the left. So let's get all our dice back. And that heal card ability says that. So then we're going to read Prologue card 21. We're getting close. For now, let's choose the Explore card. Its bottom ability says for each success, draw 1 Explore card, choose 1 to keep, and discard the others. Follow the same steps as before, pull the card towards you, choose a number of dice to roll, and count successes. Roll 2 dice and get 2 successes. Gotcha. So we're doing, it says Explore, right? Explore? Yep, Explore. So we're doing Explore. We're choosing 2 dice, and we need a 3+. And for each success, draw 1 Explore card. Cool. Hey, 3 and 3. Double success. We're good. We're solid. Flip this card. After the prologue, whenever you attempt the top ability of an action card and fail to gain enough successes by rolling dice and spending crystals, you may always choose to perform the bottom effect instead by using the successes that you rolled. So you get to choose. If you fail to get any successes, 0, the attempt fails completely. Instead of resolving the effect, you would move the action card to the end of the river and clean up the river. Because you attempted the bottom ability of the Explore actions and gained 2 successes, draw 2 Explore cards, which are the 2 that are there. We've got Mud on play. Move each creature 1 space towards the start of the river, then discard this card. Or Berries. When used, gain 2 spirit, then discard this card. Cool. Read Prologue card 22. So this says, there are two types of Explorer cards, Boons and Banes. Boons can be used to aid you while Banes will hinder you. Let's choose to keep the Berries Boon card. So first place it in your Boons area on the left dashboard, then discard the Mud card by placing it face up in the Explorer discard file and clean up the river. So we've got 3 Boon spaces, as you can see, Boon, 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 and then this will go in Explore discard. Right, then boop, 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 and boop. Over the course of Luma's journey, you will add additional Boons and Bane cards to your Explorer deck. Some of these cards represent companions, while others represent traumas. Flip this card. Now, let's look at the final location. Some locations, such as Onward, have a Wildwoods icon on them. In order to attempt these locations, the light marker must be on the center space of the Wildwoods track. To do this, let's perform the bottom ability of the light card. For each success we gain, we will advance the light marker 1 space towards the center of the Wildwood track. So, the light marker needs to be here. That's what that symbol means, and that's what we need to attempt that ability. Gotcha. Alright. Because the light marker needs to move 4 spaces to reach the center of the Wildwoods track, and you only have 3 available dice remaining, now would be a good time to spend some crystals. Crystals on action cards can be spent to add 1 success per crystal, but only if you have first met at least 1 success. Roll all of your remaining dice and get at least 1 success, then spend your crystals by returning them to the crystal space until you have enough successes to move the light marker to the center of the track. I gotta tell you, I think when I played this one, I only rolled 2 dice and then I saved the other one for that and I got a big 6. But it says roll all of these and we just need one success. So we're doing a light, so we need 4. We got an 8, a 4, and a 5. We're good. So we got 1, 2, 3 successes, and then honestly, I just need to spend 1 to make it A4. But let's see what this thing says. Then spend your crystals by returning them to the crystal space until you have enough successes to move the light track to the center. Okay. So we just need to spend 1, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, flip this card. In this example, we advance the light marker to the center space in a single action. However, you do not need to do this and can instead advance the light marker over multiple actions. Now that the light marker has reached the center space of the Wildwoods track, the only thing left for Luma to prevail is to resolve the onward location. Unfortunately, you have used all of your available dice, meaning another shadow phase begins. Begin the shadow phase by activating the Wild Arc. It attacks, causing you to lose 3 spirit. Oh no, you're out of spirit. So, let's clean up the river. And put those there. And then the monster phase, he attacks me, and I lose 3 spirits, so it's 1, 2, 3. So it says continue losing spirit, then draw a shadow card, which is what we're going to have to deal with. Why would you do this to me, game? Anyway. I would have passed this without doing it. I would have held on to 1. Whenever you run out of spirit, continue losing spirit from the start of the spirit track, then draw a shadow card. Drawing the final shadow card always ends the chapter. Thankfully, the ability on the Luma and Brom card can prevent us from drawing the final shadow card. Read the ability on the Luma and Brom card and follow the instructions. So it says, instead of drawing the final shadow card, place Brom on top of the shadow discard pile with the protect side face up, then flip this card. So we flip this card to it's just Luma. And Luma summoned her courage and confronted the shadows alone. During the Luma phase, you may spend crystals from any action card to reroll 1 die. And then we're going to take Brom and so during the Luma phase, if Brom is not on the shadow discard pile, you may spend crystals from any action card to light 1 creature, then flip this card. But he is going to be on the shadow discard, protect side face up. So that's what it says to do. Flip. With Brom holding off the shadow, we still need to follow the after activation effect on the Wildvark card and clean up the river. Then for the last step of the shadow phase, advance the shadow marker one space towards the center of the Wildwoods track. If the shadow marker ever reaches the center space, even if the light marker is already there, the shadow prevails. It's only one space away. So this will move here. You will go to the end of the river. And then we're going to read... Oh, shadow discard, sorry. Shadow discard. Then you're going to read 25. You can do this! Begin the Luma phase by retrieving your dice and choosing the Explorer card to attempt the final Explorer location onward. The Explorer card is currently in the 5+ space. This will be difficult. Roll all 5 of your available dice and get at least one success to resolve the location. So let's do that first. So we're doing Explore. We're getting all our dice. We need a 5+ on one of these dice. Come on, baby! We got an 8, 7, 7, 5. We're good. Place a location marker on the onward location, then draw and reach story card 2. Don't forget to clean up the river. So we do this. Story card 2. Reflection. Was this a taste of things to come? What had afflicted these creatures and caused them to act so unnaturally? Is this what had frightened the deer? Luma pondered the encounter. Perhaps she and Brom could heal them. Heal the forest. It was not far away now. On play, Luma prevails. Read the Luma prevails section. So, the Luma prevails section says, if you resolve the onward, travel to scene 2 into the dark. But let's finish this. So it says, don't forget to clean up the river, which we need to. Okay. Then flip this card. First, read the section titled Luma Prevails at the top of it. Congratulations, you've completed the scene and Luma has prevailed. You are now instructed to travel to scene 2 into the dark. To travel, we will follow the travel steps listed on the top of the right dashboard, which will tell us how to travel. And I think this is the last card of the tutorial. First, discard all creature cards from the river and place them face up in the creature discard pile, which it says, let's see, Luma phase, travel phase. Discard creatures from river. So, boop, discarded. Clean up river, crystal stay on card. So next, clean up the river, then remove the light, shadow, and location markers from the scene. So clean up the river. Okay. And crystals stay on cards. Remove, remove these and these from the scene. All right. Finally, turn to page scene 2 into the dark and continue the story. Turn to page scene 2. Into the dark. And, yep, and that's the bottom. So let's see what it says to do. Luma sat on the bank of the river and rested her head against Brom's reassuring leg. She smiled as the Wildvark happily dug up some thick roots from the sodden soil. Her light had cleansed the crimson shadows from the creature, but the act had drained her spirit. Every time she used the light, Luma drew closer to the brink, and she worried she might lose herself to the shadow. It made her feel frightened and abandoned, just like when the Knot Mare came to visit her in the dead of night. In her heart, Luma understood that if the shadow continued to spread, it wouldn't just be the forest that suffered. Everything she loved would be in danger. The creature she cared for, her home at the river's edge, even Brom. The old bear heaved his body forward with a deflated sigh and nudged Luma gently. As his warmth reached her, Luma's dark thoughts began to subside and a sense of calm returned to her heart. I'm ready, Brom, Luma said, meeting his eyes. The bear peered at the looming forest and then back at Luma. He nodded as he always did when she shared her visions and fears with him. With Brom by her side and a newfound light growing inside her, Luma gathered her courage and marched towards the unknown. Something or someone called her to heal the forest. She must be ready to face whatever shadows awaited, but with each step, the weight of responsibility grew heavier, and her nerves started to get the better of her again. Luma held onto Brom tighter and tighter with each passing step as her old doubts returned. If I fail, everything will be lost. Congratulations on completing the prologue. Take the rules reference from the game box and place it nearby. It's a helpful guide to remind you of the rules you just learned in the prologue. Set aside the Luma and Brom card and 4 action cards. These will continue with you from now on. Return all other cards to the game box. Chapter 1 will provide you with a new deck of cards during chapter setup. Return all cards. Return all crystals, markers, and stun tokens to their supplies. Turn to chapter 1, Howls on the Wind. So it did say we have to return all. And all cards get pulled. I'm assuming this boon goes away because it says return all other cards because it says Luma and Brom and 4 action cards. So this card will go as well. So boom. Prologue done. Turn to page 1, chapter 1, Howls in the Wind to set up your first. And that's where we're here. Alright, let me grab chapter 1. So we'll grab the chapter 1 deck that I haven't even opened yet. Well, it says, that's the thing, I would assume it doesn't. It must be a typo. That the boon should come with you. But one of the things it says is to return all. So it may be a typo because it said, set aside the Luma card, Brom card, and 4 action cards. These will continue with you from now on. Return all other cards to the game box. So I'll leave it like this for now and see what it says. So here we go. Yeah, it seems strange to get it and never use it. Agreed. Howls in the Wind. Towering trees loom over Luma and Brom at the edge of the forest. Close up, the forest seemed even more foreboding than she had feared. A chilling wind, not unlike the cool mist from the river, washed over her. She looked down to see the hairs on her arm raised in fear. Brom amplified her momentary trepidation with a snarling warning. Luma lifted her eyes to find a dark, menacing wolf standing at the forest's edge. Wisps of scarlet smoke circled and trailed around the wolf as it bared its teeth and released an unnerving howl. As the wolf locked eyes with Luma, another vision burst into her mind. Shadowy tendrils swirled and writhed from an abyss below Luma's feet. Her breath froze as she noticed Brom lying beside her, still and lifeless. Dread gripped her heart as she realized what horrors might await them in the forest. Sobbing, she threw herself atop her fallen companion. Luma snapped back to the present. She trembled as the vision reeled in her mind, but she had no time to dwell on it. As she reached out to touch her still living companion, Brom lunged forward, positioning himself between her and the scarlet-shadowed wolf. The old bear roared fiercely, and a magnificent glowing light emanated around him. Then, with a vicious growl, the wolf recoiled and melted back into the forest. "Brom, you're alive!" Luma whimpered tearfully. The relief was overwhelming, but so was the realization of what awaited them in the forest. "I can't do this, Brom," she sobbed. The light around Brom faded as he returned to Luma's side. He nudged her gently and waited patiently. With a deep breath, she gathered her courage and took his head into her hands. "Thank you," she whispered, tightening her grip on the bear's graying fur with resolve. She couldn't afford to lose Brom or herself to the shadow. She had to continue. Fixing her gaze to the woods, Luma stepped towards the forest with renewed determination. So component setup. Place the Luma card in the Luma space with the Luma and Brom side face up. Place the Brom card with the Brom side face up, protect side face up in the Brom space. Place the 4 action cards in the river in the following order. So, light, help, explore, and heal. Okay. Place the spirit marker on the leftmost space of the spirit track. That'd be here. Place all tokens and markers in their respective supply. Place all 5 8-sided dice next to the used dice, which is going to be over here. Chapter setup. Take the Chapter 1 deck from the game box and place it face down on the chapter space. So let's crack this bad boy open. Come on. That new card smell. Chapter 1. Fight. Ooh, that did not go off the table. There we go. Take the 3 shadow cards and place them face down in the shadow space in order, with shadow card 1 on top. So 1, 2, 3. So this should have came out too. Into the shadow space. Okay. Alright. Take the next 18 explore cards and place them face down in the explore space. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in the explore space. Take the next 8 creature cards, shuffle them, and place them face down in the creature space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle up these cards. They're not sleeved. They're not sleeved. There we go. Nice and shuffled. Boom. Alright. This is the chapter deck. This is chapter 1. I'll put it right there. Alright. Turn the page to scene 3, Addergate. Your adventure begins. Addergate. Luma and Brom soon find themselves along a shady, snaking path. Overhead, endless rows of interlacing branches formed a crude archway. As Luma tiptoed across the mossy ground, a stale odor offended her nose, while hissing sounds echoed in the surrounding trees, causing a shiver to run down her spine. For a second, Luma thought she saw a deer prancing deeper into the forest. Maybe it needs help too. Scene setup. Place the light marker on the leftmost space, and the shadow marker on the rightmost space. Search the Explorer deck for Hope and place it face up in your boon area, then shuffle the Explorer deck. It's at the bottom. And then more shuffling. Alright, and we'll take a look at that. Shuffle these up. Hey, look! It's a Expecto Patronus. A lot of snakes here, though. Up. Poop. Alright. Cool. Hope. Not talking about summers. Hope. When used, reroll any number of dice, then discard this card. So we get that as a boon. So I'm assuming berries is gone. I ought to have it and not use it, but I'm assuming it's gone. It was just... Alright, so... Then it says, search the chapter deck for 2 adder and resolve their on-play effects. Is it said chapter or creature? Search the chapter deck. Is that a mistype? Nope. There's 2 of them. And resolve their on-play effects. End of the river. So there's 2 adders. They do 2 spirit harm to me. And I need 1 success to heal them or 1 success to stun them. And it's both of them are the same. And they both go at the end of the river. Alright, search the chapter deck for 2 adder and resolve their on-play effects, then draw shadow card 1. Fear. What if the shadow takes me? What if I end up all alone? On play, lose 2 spirit. And what's pretty cool, if I don't know if y'all can notice this, I wish I could zoom in more, so I'll lose 2 spirit. But what's pretty cool is when you play this, notice the images. So there's like this woods, then you see the wolves, and then you see the wolves moving closer to her and Brom. So you see it's kind of playing the picture out, which I think that's cool. Anyway, I think that's freaking cool. Okay, the shadow effects. If I get this symbol, I'll draw a creature card. If I get this symbol, draw one explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve its on play effects. So that's what we got to deal with. And then Luna or the shadow prevails. And we begin. So we know that to get to investigate, to get to story card 1, we need to be able to pass. And that pass says, lose 2 spirit for each adder in the river. So if we clear the adders, we just need 2 successes and we'll be good. We can do a search to draw 3 cards and choose one. And that is this. That's a help, right? That's a help action. So there's explore and help. The colors match, and thank goodness they're this color because I can actually tell the difference. But the colors match what you can do. Give me all my dice. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a help to search, and I'm only going to roll 2 dice. And I need 1 success of 4 or higher. I got 2 4, so I got 2 successes. So I did succeed, which means I put a thingamadoohickey here. Draw 3 explore cards, choose one, and discard the others. 1, 2, 3. What did we draw? We drew mud. On play, move each creature 1 space towards the start of a river, then discard this card. Stink. When used, move 1 creature card to the end of the river, then discard this card. Or path. When used, advance the light marker up to 2 spaces, then discard this card. I'm going to take the path one. And that is a boon. That's a boon, my friend. And these get discarded. Alright. Then this will go to used. This will come down, come here, come here. You'll go down the river. Alright. I could stun one and then try to heal one. So I'm going to try to stun one. So I'm going to light one of these. Roll it. 8. Yes. And I just needed 1 success. So I'm going to move this one to the end of the river. Slap a stun on him. Then clean up the river. Putting this in used. And this comes over here. Now we're going to try to heal this one. I'm rolling my 2 dice. Oh my mama. We're going to use hope. Already. We're going to use hope to reroll any number of dice, then discard this card. Oh, thank God. Okay, I was going to say. So we discard this explore card. It's gone. We heal 1 creature 1. I got 1 success. All I needed was 1 success. So I will discard you. And I will gain a crystal. To which I will put on explore. Then we'll clean up this river. And put these in used. And I am done. So we're good. Alright, so let's make sure we walk through this. The shadow phase. Activate creatures from left to right. You're stunned. So you will go away, and then your after activation will put you to the end of the river. Cool. Advance the shadow marker. There's nothing else to do there. This, okay, and that's it. And that's it. So then we get all our dice back. And now we can explore this, but we can get rid of this guy. If I could heal this guy with a 6, I just need a 6. If I can heal this guy, I can light him again, but I don't want to lose spirit because of this guy, right? So I can try to... Ooh. I can help to swap the position of 2 cards in the river, excluding help, which means I could get the heal and the light swapped, which will then have that come in. Potentially, I could do that, or I can just go for broke. Let me use this path and said advance the light marker up 2 spaces. So let's do that. Get this thing moving. And we will discard you. Alright. What to do? Let's explore. Oh, I'm gonna lose 2, but it's worth the try. It's worth the try. I'm gonna roll. I need 2 successes, so I just need 1 success of a 3 or higher because I'm gonna use that. Double 5s. I don't need to use that, which is fantastic. 2 successes did it. So I passed, but I lose 2 spirit for each adder. 1, 2, because there's an adder there in the river. These go here. Let's do our clean up. Okay. 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 Huh. Alright. We can go for broke on the heal or the light. We know another creature's coming out next turn. We know it. So, do we want to get rid of this guy? Because we could do this, but I have to light up everything. So, I think light's going to be important. And don't want to push it to the end because we want to get it here. But we know that a light's going to come up, right? So should we stun it? I think we're going to try to stun it with light. I'm rolling 2 dice. Yes! Ooh, I could, for each success, advance the light marker 1 space. No, let's not tempt fate. So let's light them up. And this, and that. Put those there. And then I'm going to try to heal them with my last die. I'm going to try to heal them. Alright. So we healed him. He's gone. And we gain another crystal, which I'm going to put on... Explore needs 3 successes. I'm going to put it on light. And slide that over. And that is everything I got. Alright, so... Activate all creatures. There's no creatures in the river. This river is clean. Then, resolve the after effect. Move the shadow marker 1 space. It moved into with an eye that says draw a creature card. So who are we getting? Oh, and I moved the heal card too. Yep, and I moved the heal card too. Yep. Thank you, Tim. A cry! It comes in on play, end of river. Move 1 space towards the start of the river. So a cry comes in here from that movement. And then we get all these back, and we are back in it. Okay. Alright. We need to get light. We need to get light to the center, and then we can resolve this. So let's try to get light to center. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I need a 5+. Ooh. I can do the help one. I can do help. Well, I can't explore. I can't explore because the light is not at center, so I can't do that. However, what I can do is I can do a help to either, for each success I gain a bunch of stuff on here. That's actually a good idea, because then I could put it all on these two. I could put it on these 2. If I could get 2 successes, I could put them both here and here. And then my next two, and then I can immediately start doing this stuff and see what happens. So I'm going to do the help action using its bottom. I'm rolling 2 dice, and I need a 3+. Son of a beep! Alright, so I am going to gain 1 success, and I'm going to put it on light. Then slap these bad boys here. This goes here. Then I'm going to try to light it up. I'm only rolling 1 die and I need a 4+. Because I need what I need to happen. So I'm lighting it up with 4+. No! No! Remember, to use these successes, according to the rules, I need to have rolled at least 1 success on the die. Biscuits. Biscuits! Yeah, because it says, when you gain a crystal, place it on top. If you gain multiple crystals, you may have... Alright, after rolling dice and gaining at least 1 success. So, nope. Big old nope. Alright. We are going to spend these last 2 to cry a little bit. Let's heal this cry with these last 2. 4! You couldn't give me that before. You couldn't do it. Anyway, healed. So, I will gain another one of these. You're healed. I gain another one of these, and I'll put it on Explore, which is what I wanted to do anyway. And clean up the river. And that's all my dice. Alright, cool. Now, enemies, no enemies to go. This moves, which it says, draw 1 Explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve it. It's a boon. Insight. When used, move 1 action card to the 3+ space, then discard this card. So we just lost the boon. And then, new turn. Okay. Okay, game. Alright. So, we need to light it up. So, I gotta do this. Because I can't do this without this. So, this has to come first. And we're gonna roll 2 dice. We're going to roll 3 dice and try to get a 5. This is too important. 3 dice. Thank God. 2 successes. Plus 1. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we lit it up. Then we are going to explore. I just need 1 stinking success. Game. Game. Thank you. Alright. 2 successes, plus 1 for 3. Oh my god. Okay. So we did it. Put this here. It says, let's resolve, then read story card 1. Guardian. Luma ran toward the deer, only to watch as it vanished into a funnel of leaves and shadows. She plucked a leaf from the air, and it sparked another vision. The majestic creature valiantly warding off a pack of wolves, defending the young woman and her infant child from the shadow. On play, search the chapter deck for a Nightmare. Then take the top 2 cards of the creature deck, shuffle these 3 cards together, and place them face down on top of the creature deck. Okay, so we're looking for a Nightmare, which is at the bottom. And then the top 2 cards of the creature deck. We're going to shuffle. Okay. Put them back on top. Cool, cool, cool. Then what? Okay. Then what? It didn't say. Then what? Okay. What now? So it says, then draw story card 1. And that was that. This slides over. This comes up. I'm assuming that's it. Okay, so we'll put this in. I don't know where to put this. Because it didn't say discard the card. There's no flip. There's no flip. So I'm unsure. Ah, bam. Luma prevails. Luma prevails. That's the big one. If you resolve the investigate location, travel to scene 4 Willow Creek. That's the Luma prevails card, which is this. Alright, so we're traveling. Travel steps. Discard all creatures from the river. None there. Clean up the river and stay cards. Remove these. Okay. And then go to the next scene, which is travel to scene 4 Willow Creek. A sudden cacophony of shrieks and squeals filled the air around Luma and Brom. Critters of all sizes scattered frantically across the forest bed, pursued by tendrils of shadow and menacing creatures. Luma stiffened, unsure of what to do. Fluttering wings alerted her to a cloud of flatterats darkening the sky above. They swooped down and sank their claws into a massive wildvark, dragging it into the enveloping shadow. Moments later, the same boar reemerged from the darkness, its eyes now ablaze with malice. Scene setup. Place the light marker on the leftmost space, and the shadow marker on the rightmost space. Search the creature deck for the Wildvark and Flatterat, and resolve each of their on-play effects. I don't have a Wildvark or Flatterat in the creature deck. Oh, search the chapter deck. Wildvark, Flatterat. So the Wildvark, on play, move it to spot 6. And the Flatterat, you cannot spend crystals. On play, put it at the end of the river. Oh, this thing's going to be a butthead. Okay, so you're going to push that there, and then you're going to go here. You're going to be a butthead. Gotcha. Shadow effects. So, draw a creature. If there is no Flatterat in the river, search the creature discard pile full of Flatterat and resolve its on-play effect. So it always keeps coming back. It says deck for Wildvark and Flatterat and resolve each of theirs on-play effects. And the Flatterat goes to the end of the river, so the Flatterat doesn't go first. It doesn't go first. It says Wildvark and Flatterat. Okay. What is our prevail? If you resolve the rescue location, we prevail, which is this. So once we do that, we prevail. Cool. So this story card was completed. Okay. So it's a new day. New day. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna heal this Wildvark and kick it out of our board. And then deal... And this Flatterat is out of the river, right? So I can't... I can impact it, but this Wildvark is holding up the 6, which isn't too bad. So I think the Flatterat isn't going to come out until later. But we could try to get rid of this Wildvark, who hits for 3. Let's try to heal the Wildvark. Let's try to do that first. Then if we could get Explore back, we can start walking through this stuff. So we're going to roll... I need 2 successes. We're going to roll 3 dice. Man, the thing of having only 5 dice is incredible. It is incredible. Or we could do a help. Advance the light marker 1 space, then draw 3 Explore cards. Choose 1. Ooh. We're going to do help instead. We need 2 successes. Let's do it. That's 2 3s. That'll work. So let's do this. Advance the light marker 1 space. Then draw 3. And choose 1 to keep the others. We got Joy and Pain. Light 1 creature, then discard this card. Calm. After rolling dice, add +1 to each result, then discard this card. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And then a decay, a bane, which we're like, yeah, no. I think I like calm. I'm going to take calm as a boon and discard these 3. These other 2. Put these here. Boop, 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 boop. And there. Then we're going to try to heal this creature. Roll 2 dice. I got 2 parts of the plan. Alright. So that's the 2 successes. I need to get rid of you. And I gain 2. Explore and light, of course. And this will slide. And then my last die is I'm going to attempt to light you up. Oh! Why? Why couldn't it be a 2? Why couldn't it be at least a 2? Lace sigh. Alright, alright. Like, if it was a 2, I at least could have spent the boon. Oh, that just hurts. That just hurts. Ooh. Okay. I'm out of dice, so as the enemy turn, he's going to hit me for 2 spirit. 1, 2. And then, after activation, no effect, he just stays where he is. And this moves up once, to which I'm going to draw a creature card. The Nightmare is in... Oh my god. On play, 3+, then resolve the on-play effect of the top card of the Shadow discard pile. No. Why? Wait, is it bringing something back? Oh my god, what the hell is this madness? Then resolve the on-play effect of the top card of the Shadow discard pile. That's this one. So, cool. Cool. My plan just got blankety blank blank blanked. And then on play, lose 2 more. Oh, no. Getting all my dice back. Oh, dear. Well, I can't get rid of him, and I can't stun him, and that sucks, because this is stuck here. After activation, return this card to the game box. So after it activates and deals 4 damage to me, it'll go away and a new creature will come in. But I can only stun it for 3, but I can't stun it because my light card is all the way back here. And I can't spend crystals while this thing is alive, but I can't heal it or stun it because guess what's outside of the Use of the River? I could gain some crystals to try to push heal in, so then I could try to get light in. Oh, so then I could try to explore. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a help. We're going to roll 1 die for this help. I can't, how? I can't, if I explore, I need 2 successes on a 4. I mean, I could try to just do the explore, but I figured if I do the help, I could get the heal in, deal with the flatter rat. It's coming back anyway, but then I can explore. But I could just try to explore, which would help with the help and the heal. This is going to suck if this fails. This is going to suck. Oh my god. Ugh. Should I do 1 more die? I'm thinking of just rolling 2 and risking it for the biscuit here on the Wade on the Explore Wade. Because if I can do that, I can spend 1 die on help and 1 die on heal to get rid of this. It's coming back, but that's okay. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Damn it! I'm doing it! Do not... Oh my god. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Okay. So, we wait. To attempt, you must use all your... To attempt, you must use all of your remaining dice. I did not know that. Because I did not read that, so I'm not going to do that. So, let's retcon that, because that's not what I wanted. I would have to use all my dice to do it. This has to be the last thing I do. So I'm going to put 2 dice over there as the last thing I do. So let's do what we were doing. Help. Rolling 1 die. A 4. We needed a 6. And that's okay. That's okay. We slide in the heal. Then we have 2 left. We're going to roll these 2 against... Oh god, I need a 6 or higher for this to work. I got 1 success, which is what I needed. So I get rid of you. I gain 1 of these that I'm going to put on... that. You are gone. Push these in. Then I have to use all my remaining dice to wade. Which is successful for this. Which will go here. And I was successful, so this does happen, and I gain 2 crystals. I gain 2 more crystals. And I like I said, I have more in the reserve. And there can only be a max of 3. So I gain 2. I'll put 1 on light, 1 on heal. Done. I move the explorer all the way to the back of the river. We're done. Enemy activation. You're going to hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Then return this to the game box. Then draw 1 creature card. Do not activate the shadow phase. Do not activate it this shadow phase. Alright, so creature card, new creature. A catter. So it says, do not activate it, but it's doing something. So after activation, and the river, then draw this. Okay, so it's going in spot 4. So it's going to, so this would slide, and then these would slide back, and it goes in spot 4. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. These were here. I had to draw and do its effect, which this would push these this way to push that in, and then I clean up the river, moving it this way. That's what would happen. Okay, that's what would happen. Then this moves, and this flatter-at slams in at the end of the river. Then I get these back. Okay. So move 1 creature card to the end of the river, then draw story card 2 for an explore. So I need to try to explore. What all is available for this game? Just the base game? Yeah. You get the base game. Put these here. This is the base game, right? There's no expansions to it. It's just the base game. But the upgrades are these wooden tokens instead of the cardboard ones, and the playmat. So that's what you get. Okay. Rearrange any cards in the river excluding help. If I could do that, I could get heal here. I could put you at the end of the river, get heal here, heal the flatter at, and then I could light up to the top. Or I can get explore here. I get rearrange any cards in the river. This is probably a good one for me to do. And resin dice. Yes, I do have the resin dice. It's just they're just normal like D4 to D20. So these you don't need them. You don't need them unless you're hard up for some dice. Let's do You see why I like this game? This is a really good puzzle. We can try to light to move things to center. Honestly, if I could get rid of this guy, I can use one die to try to light. Oh boy. Alright. Let's help. I'm looking for crystal gain here. Because I want to shift heal here. And then if I could heal the flatter rat, I think I'll be okay. I think this is what we can do. Try to get a success on heal. Okay, let's do it. Help. Yes! Sweet. Successful on heal. Heal. I gotta roll 2 dice for this one. That is not what I wanted. Shoot! Damn it. Yeah, even with this boon, it doesn't help. During the Luna phase, if Brom is not on the shadow, you may spend 1 crystal from any action card to light 1 creature, then flip this card. So I'm going to spend 1 from heal to flip protect to care. During the Luma phase, you may spend 2 from your action cards to gain 2, then flip this card. And I will light the flatter rats, because they hit me for 2, you just hit me for 1. So I'm going to light you. Then do this. Then I'm going to try to light this cater, because that's probably the best I got right now. That's probably the best I have to deal with. One success. And I just needed 1 success to light you. Then these slide over. And then this goes to the end. Okay. I'm not doing great, but we got to figure this out. Okay, so I'm done. Creature phase. Stunned. No effect. Stunned. End of the river, then draw an explore card. If it's a boon, discard it. If it's a bane, resolve its on-play effect. It's a boon. Aw, man, I could have used that. Aw, man. Okay. Alright. Move this. Draw a creature card. It's a Voss. On play, end of river. End of the river, then lose a crystal. Ugh. It is an awesome boon. I could have used that. Okay. Alright, we got to explore. We gotta move. We gotta move. We're gonna use 2 dice and hope for a 3+ game. Come on. Come on, game. A 6 and a 3. That'll do. Alright. Move 1 creature card to the end of the river. Alright. Then draw story card 2. Squeaks and shadows. Amidst the commotion, Luma dashed behind the trunk of a large tree. When she finally dared to peek out, Luma saw a tiny squirrel stranded near the water, squeaking for help. "Hold on, Eek!" she cried, desperate to rescue her friend. On play, move any number of crystals from your action cards to other action cards. Okay. So how do I oh, that's the rescue. That's this. No, I'm good. I don't need to. I'm good. I'm good. This. Those 3. And this one. Alright. Let us heal. Let us heal. The flatter rats would come back. Let's heal the flatter rat. Let's heal the boss. For 4+. I needed 2 successes. If I would have rolled another 3, then I could have used that and healed the boss. But I did not. I got 1 success, so I can choose to gain 1 of these instead. Frickin' awesome sauce dice. Frickin' awesome sauce. I'm going to be losing a lot of life this game. Alright, I gotta try to heal one of these. I gotta get rid of one of these creatures. And I can't. I gotta light one of these creatures up. 2, 2, and 1. You, because you make me lose crystals. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Alright. One, 2. So it says, so we have to draw a shadow card. It should never have come this way. What if I fail? On play, move each creature card 1 space towards the start of the river. Lose 2 spirit or 2 crystals. They're getting closer. Move each creature 1 space. Holy crap, this has become impossible. Okay. 1, 2. I'm not losing any crystals. And this goes here. The flatter rat is in play. End of turn, I would lose 1. Actually, let me lose 1 from explore. End of turn, oh, wait, I did this wrong. Back it up. Back it up. Yeah, they hit me, that happened. Then, end of river, then draw an explore card if it's a boon. So, end of river. And keep this on here. And then draw an explore card. It's a berry, it's not a... I discard it. End of river. And lose 1, which is what I did here. And then no end of river, no end of effect. Move that, the flatter rats out, gain these back. There we go. we knew such a combo would make your blood boil. Right? Honestly, I think we gotta go for the gusto on this. I don't think we got time to dork around anymore. But the crystal, this is not here. So somehow we gotta get light. We gotta get rid of the flatter rat. So we need to heal the flatter rat. Then we gotta explore. And then we gotta light, and then we gotta explore. This is the only way this is gonna work. So we gotta go for the gusto on this one. This is going for the gusto. I need to roll a 6. I need to roll 6. I gotta go big. I gotta go big. We can't play around anymore. I gotta go big. I don't even know what to do at this point. Oh my god. Roll 1 die. You give me a... You know what? Okay. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Can't get mad at times like these. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. Nope. That's how you lose. That's how you lose, man. That's how you lose. 4 plus 1. 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 plus the success. I can't use crystals because of the flatter rat. No! I wouldn't have used that. I can't use crystals because of the flatter rat. I will stun a creature. That's what I will do. Oh no, with light I can stun a creature. I can stun a creature. You. Oh. Oh, sadness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I can't do that. I can't do this. I just gotta do this to draw explore cards. 7. So draw 1 explore card. Choose to keep it or discard it. Bliss. Choose 1 boon card from the explore discard pile and keep it, then discard this card. Hell yes. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna choose boost and discard this, and then I'm gonna spend boost to retrieve 2 cards from the use space, then discard this card. And then this will move here, 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 and here. Jesus. Then I'm going for it. I'm going for it. The flatter rat isn't coming back. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. There's the 8. He's out. God. Jeez, a beat. This one. He's out. Move, 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 and move. Oh my god. Okay. We got 1 round to make this happen, and the stupid flatter rat's gone. Okay, here we go. 1. End of river, then draw and take care of any boons or banes. This is a bane. Lose 2, then discard this card. 1, 2. Bane. Stunned. End of the river. And then I lose a thing. I'll lose it on heal. Alright, we got to bounce. This goes here, we have to draw a creature card. Don't you be a flatter rat, I swear to God. Space 4. Alright. Swear to God. Okay, so that's that. We gotta get out of here. We got to get out of here. Okay, so we need to light it up. I need 1 success because the flatter rat's gone, so I'm gonna roll 2 dice. I need a 6 or higher. There's no more playing around here. Or, oh, I can't. This is too many. 3. I told you I'd forget this thing. We'll put it on heal. Okay. Oh, stop! Stop! Nothing to reroll. Nothing to reroll. I failed this one. Nothing to reroll. You roll 8s when I don't want you to. Let's heal. There's a 6. Using this, I'm going to get rid of the Voss, which will give me 1, which I'll put on help. The Voss is gone. I'm going to do... there's no way I can make this work. Because Explorer will shoot this back here. I'm going to try to distract. 4. Okay, so I'll spend this 1 success to complete this. Rearrange any cards. I only got 1 die left. And sadly, we're going to fail. If I had 1 more die! Yeah, my thing is I can help. Is it help? No, it's not help. It's explore to gain the card, to gain one of those cards. It's explore. Sadly. There's nothing I could do. I can't do it. I got 1 die. I need 2 dice and I got 1 die left. And I would need 2 dice. Light. So push the light up. And if I had 1 die left, let me read my cards to see if there's anything. During the Luma phase, you may spend 2 from here to gain 2 of those, then flip this card. Instead of drawing the final card, put it on the discard. After rolling dice, add +1 to each result, then discard this card. I just needed 1 more die! Oh, man! Alright, so... 1... 1... Draw... Retrieve 1 fewer die at the start of the next Luma phase, discard this card. Draw... That just gets discarded. Then... Shadow prevails. If the shadow marker reaches the center, lose 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw story card 4. Aww. We didn't make it. Start card 4. We did not make it. Flight from the creek. Luna watched helplessly as the flatter rats closed in on the frightened squirrel. Desperate to help, she shouted at the creatures and ran to draw them away. As she glanced over her shoulder, Luna saw Eek had scampered safely away. She sighed with relief. Ahead, the distant howls grew even closer. On play, gain a crystal, then travel to scene 5, Antler Hill. Alright, so we're going to gain a crystal. Let's put it on light. And we're going to scene 5. So get rid of all creatures from the river. Clean up the river, we're okay. Remove these. So stinking close. And we're going to scene 5. Antler Hill. As Luma and Brom rushed to escape the encroaching shadows, the sounds of howling grew closer and closer. "This way," she shouted, pointing to a small clearing ahead. "Maybe we..." She started, but then stopped dead in her tracks. Atop a small hill in the forest glen stood a gigantic wolf formed of scarlet shadow. It glared menacingly, its gaze fixed on a pack of wolves that circled a familiar deer, the same deer from the visions. Scene setup. Place the light marker on the leftmost space. Place the shadow marker on the rightmost space. Search the chapter deck for the Skulfed and Wolf. Skulfed and Wolf. And resolve each of the on-play effects of these creatures. First, the Skulfed. On-play, end of the river. 3 harm. No killing it! No killing it, just stunning it. And the Wolf. 2 harm, on-play, space 6. End of the river, then draw 1 creature. Do not activate its shadow. Wow, that's going to be tough. So these go here. Then draw a creature card. A Voss. In the river. This is fun! Dear Lord! Okay. Give me my dice. Dadgummit, I was so close. I just needed 1 die. Okay. We have to assist, defend, and then banish. And if we distract it, we can discard the wolf from the river. So we can get rid of the wolf by a help action with 2 successes. So we can try to get rid of we can explore, swap the positions of 2 cards in the river, excluding explore. So we could explore to get light and to get help and heal set up for what's next. So I think that's our best play. I'm going to spend 2 dice. I know, right, Tim? So I'm going to spend 2 dice rolling for 3 or higher. Alright, so I got a 3, and I'm going to spend 1 of these to make it a success, because those ones are stupid. Alright, so I explored here. And it says swap the position of 2 cards. We're going to put... We're swapping the position of 2 cards. We're going to swap the position of Wolf and that. And then these will slide. Actually, no. We're going to swap the position of Help and Heal. And then let these slide. And let this go to the back. Okay. Then... we're going to try to get rid of... Oh, and I got rid of you. I got rid of something. Didn't I? No, I just explored. I would need 2 successes to be able to get rid of the wolf. Which would give me the 2 on light that I could try to roll 1 to stun this guy. So... we're going for... what happens? Draw a creature card. If the wolf isn't... okay, so getting rid of the wolf is stupid. Let's heal the Voss. Because the wolf will come back. So let's heal the Voss. If I get rid of Wolf, I'll get 2. Is there a way... Let's heal the Voss. Pass. Voss is healed. So then I gain 1 crystal, which I'll put on light. Or help. Light or help? Light. Help. Light. Help. Help. I'll put it on help. And do this. I see what's happening and I need to be ready for it. Then I got 1 left and I'm going to help to distract to get the wolf out. It's going to come back, but I can deal with this guy. Because I'm going to take 3 damage anyway. So 3. That's 1 success. That's 2. Discard the wolf from the river. And he wasn't healed, but he is discarded. So I don't know if I get... This is the one thing I don't know. I don't know if discarding the wolf from the river will get me his trophy. If I heal him, I get it. And discard him. So I don't know what... I'm unsure of that. Let me see if something's in the rules. There's an FAQ or something. If an effect allows you to discard a creature, do not gain crystals shown on the card. You only gain crystals if you successfully heal the creature. Boom. Rules reference. So he would be discarded. The ease... will go here. And this will go here. I'm going to take 5 damage. I just saw what I did and it was stupid. I'm going to take 5 damage. I just saw what I did. And it was dumb. This guy. He's going to hit me for 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the last shadow card, but instead of doing that, instead of drawing it, discard pile with the protect side face up, and flip this card. Now I can start re-rolling some dice. Okay. Then move 1 space towards, and if he's in the 3 space, 1, 2. I was an idiot. I did not pay attention to that. Then this moves, and the wolf comes back in spot 6. I don't think I'm accomplishing what I need to here. There is no way to move this guy. He's stuck here. So the 3 spots locked and I'm taking 5 damage every turn if I don't blind him. That was dumb of me. That was really dumb of me. Alright, let's do this. We're going to roll 2 dice. I got an 8 and the 2 for 3 successes. Draw story card 5. That was dumb of me. Respite. Together, Luma and Brom sprang from the vantage to reach the deer's side. As she watched the deer stare defiantly at the wolf on the hill, she felt a spark of courage begin to form. On play, move each creature card to the end of the river in the order of your choice, then draw 3 explore cards, choose 1 and discard it. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my, thank God. Okay. You. Jazz back here. And you as well. The Explorer was done, so boop, 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 poop. Okay, thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna light this thing. I'm only rolling 1 die. Farger's game. During the Luma phase, I may spend a crystal. I need that crystal, and that's the only one I have. Shoot! Alright, all I got left is healing. I need 2 successes. I gotta roll both these dice. To get rid of the wolf. Wolf's gone. Alright, so and I gain 2. Explore. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit for 5 again. Ugh! I'm gonna lose this because I keep not paying attention to how this thing slides. I'm getting mad at myself. I'm getting mad at myself. Light failed. Alright, I'm out of dice. Now it's time to light it up and get the banished 6. That's all that matters now. So, you're going to hit me for 1, 2, 3. You're going to move forward and hit me for 2 more. Because I frickin' can't read. This will move up, draw a creature card. Alright. Then, get my dice. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have to roll all my dice, and I would die. The game would be over. Jesus. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I would have to spend 2 dice and get a 6 on both of these to light that creature up, but I'd still take 2 damage. Then I need to get the light up. This says lose 1 to 3 health to advance the light marker that. So if I lose 3, I'll get there. And I can move it up 3. And then I could... Screw it. If this is kind of... Screw it. I don't know. Fail. I rolled a 2. I could have rolled a 3, but nope, I rolled a 2. I could spend a crystal to re-roll. Whatever. Oh. Sure. Sure, game. Sure. Sure. Oh my god, okay. I rolled a 2. Hey, guess what? I rolled a 1. This is all I got, man. I gotta try to survive one more round. Spend this to re-roll this die. Spend that, and that's 3 to shoot you to the end of the river and stun you. Then I'm going to try to heal this Karai and try to make it through. Heal them, gain a crystal, going on light. And this slides. And pay frickin' attention, Derek, to the Scald so you don't die. That's all I got. He's stunned, and then he's going to move forward 1. 2 times I took 10 damage because I was an idiot. This moves forward. Oh, this was supposed to bring the wolf back. Which would have died because I had 2 successes. I had 2 successes, which would have killed it, which means I would have gotten 2 instead of 1. And then the cry would have come out, which would be now. So I screwed that up. I got it right there. Okay. Gain these back. Okay. We're going to try to heal the cry, and then light the scoff, and then light this place up. Or, let's not be an idiot, light's not there, so I have to do something to light. I have to. So I can try to heal the cry. I can't seem to roll well when I need to. Then we're going to I don't think we're gonna win this. I can't do all the rest on light. If I do all the rest on light, he's gonna hit me for 3, he's gonna hit me for 1, and we lose. I draw the last shadow card. Like, that's the thing, but yeah, because I think the rules say if I draw the last shadow card, we lose, right? Bad dice rolling just dorked me over. I think that's what the tutorial said. Yeah, there's no way we're making this work, so let's go ahead. Sweet. 1. 2, 3. 1, 2. Well, we can light him, and we'll be okay. We'll do that. We'll stun him instead, and push him here. That's 3 successes. Maybe next round will be okay. Maybe. So we'll do that. And we're going to try next round to see if we can make it work. Enemy phase, he hits me for 1. Move 1 space towards the start of the river. You are stunned, and then you move 1 space here. Then this moves up, and the wolf comes back in spot 6. Jeez, Pete. The 2 cards I need are right here. Are you kidding me? Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so let's help. What? There's nothing else for me to do. I could try to... Let me try to draw an explore card. I just need... Sure. Let's get an explore card. We got distract. Swap the position of 2 cards in the river, then discard this card. Yeah. This one. And this one. And this all goes here. I think I'm fighting. I think I'm ice skating uphill here. I think I'm ice skating uphill here. Because if I do this, I'm either lighting you or I'm lighting you, and it doesn't matter because the shadow will prevail. So the story pushes forward, but the shadow keeps prevailing. Alright. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do with this. I don't think there's really much left to do. To stun you right to the back of the river. Then show everything forward. We're going to try to heal the cry. Nope. That's it. So close. So close. 2. 1, 2. 1. Pull the last card. Lost. Oh boy. On play. If you draw this card, Scene 5, Antler Hill, and you have resolved the defend location, travel. I did resolve the defend location. So if on play, if you draw this card during Scene 5, Antler Hill, and you have resolved the defend location, travel to Scene 6, a deer passing. Otherwise, travel to Scene 33, alone in the dark. We did beat it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. We get the travel, at least. Discard this crap. Okay. Clean up the river. Well, discard those. Clean up the river. Discard these tokens. And travel to Scene 6, a deer passing. Oh no! Ermagerd! It's not a win! Too frightened to act, Luma turned and ran back into the forest. Brom breathed a heavy sigh, and with a quick glance at the overwhelming shadow, retreated with her. As they ran through the trees back over the mossy ground, Luma heard the sounds of struggle grow louder and louder, then all went quiet. Luma stopped. I can't run away. I can't just leave them. She looked to Brom beside her. We must go back, Brom. The forest, these creatures, they need our help. Luma lowered her head into her hands, but a gentle nudge from Brom kept her focus. Carefully, Luma and Brom made their way back to the clearing. When they arrived, they found the shadow beast and its wolves had disappeared, but the tension in the air lingered, like a storm waiting to break. In the middle, the deer lay wounded, its breathing short and raspy. Luma dropped to her knees and caressed the creature's muzzle. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she listened to its labored gasps. She squeezed her eyes tight and placed her hands on its neck, hoping to heal the deer like she had done with the others. Nothing happened. She was too late. Luma opened her eyes to find the deer staring directly at her, its eyes filled with a mixture of pain and understanding. As the two locked eyes, Luma's vision flashed. A gigantic oak tree, bigger than all around it, stood somewhere deep within the forest. Wreathed in shadow, its branches lay bare save for a handful of softly glowing leaves on the verge of falling. A gust of wind loosened one of the lone remaining leaves, and Luma watched it swirl off into the distance. With a final sigh, the deer rested its head on Luma's lap, closed its eyes, and drifted away. In the silence that followed, Luma's heart pounded like the beat of a distant drum. Sadness gripped her as the image of the great oak tree lingered in her mind. She pondered its meaning. The leaves are calling me. Whatever awaited her there, she needed to find it quickly before the shadow swallowed it whole. A twig snapped nearby, breaking the stillness, followed by a soft rustle of leaves. Luma sprang to her feet. Her eyes darted towards the sound, but she saw nothing. After a moment, she looked at Brom, who sniffed at the air. We need to keep moving, Luma said, more to herself than to the bear. End of the chapter. Oh, so in the prototype, I did beat it. In the prototype, I did win, but I did not here. Search the chapter deck for grief and add it to the explore deck. Grief. Oh, man. At the start of each shadow phase, lose a spirit. On play, place one of your boon cards face down on top of the explorer deck, then place this card on your boon area. I need to get 2 successes on heal to get rid of this card. So this goes where? Add it to your Explore deck. If you have the 10-sided die, I don't. Search the chapter deck for Eek and add it to the Explorer deck, then return the 10-sided deck to the game box. If Brom's card is in the Shadow discard pile, search the Shadow deck for Wounded. Oh my god! We are getting the worst outcomes. You cannot use Brom or Luma cards on play if Brom is in the Brom space and there's another Wounded card in play. Place the card face up on top of Brom, otherwise discard this card. Oh no! I'm being punished! Take your Explore deck, Explore discard, and all cards in your boon area and shuffle them together. Return all shadow cards, creature cards, and remaining chapter cards to the game box. Oh my god! I love this game, and I'm sad all at the same time. Look at the picture; it's so sad. I failed. When I played the prototype, I won, so I know what it is to win. I never got Eek, so because the prototype ended after I did this. Oh my gosh, no. Well, the story's moving forward, but it's gonna punish you for it because it's building it. Think of it as like it's grief, sadness, depression, longing. It's the phases, right? It's the phases. So, all right. Oh, and this guy too. So our Explore deck is getting bigger. Okay, we're not playing Chapter 2 tonight. I would love to, but we'll save Chapter 2 and 3 for next time. To save your game for later, take your Explorer deck, action cards, Luma and Brom cards, and place them in the save tray. So let's talk about the save tray. This is the save tray. So when you pop it open, it says, do not open. This deck contains 5 challenge cards, which increase the difficulty of Storyfold. So if people are saying it's too easy, there you go. We recommend waiting until you have completed the game once to add these cards to the game. So we're going to add the Explorer, the Brom and Luma, the action cards. Okay. Return all tokens and dice to the game box, using the side panels to save your save where you are in the story. So we're done with these. Chapter 2 is done. These will return back to the game box. The creatures. I think the creature deck. This is Chapter 2's creature deck, isn't it? Yeah, this is Chapter 2's creature deck. So Chapter 2 is over. And then what you do, it says go on to Chapter 2, and then you close these up and close that over, and that's how you bookmark it. There's a picture in the rules reference for how to store it. Ah, there we go. Okay. So dice here. Oh no, that's in the game box. That's in the game box. The storage. Okay, so it looks like the storage says shadow cards, chapter cards, explore cards, creature cards. But we don't need to store that. We don't need to store that because we completed the chapter. So to me, we don't need to do all of that. I mean, this is saying put her, what was on 3, 4, 5, and 6. That'd go here. We don't have creature cards because creature cards were part of the chapter. So we're okay. That could go there. Then storing this game is super easy. Then you pop this open. Where did I put the rest of the dice? Am I blind? There it is. And then these go in here. I didn't have any crystals to store. The crystals would go underneath, but I didn't have any to store. So it kind of worked out. That's the extras. These are the chapter ones. So if you need to reset the chapters, this will tell you how to do it. Just wish it stored sleeve card. Yeah. So these are the... That's that one. And all these are the chapter cards. Right here. So I'll go there. Then you take this, put it on top. The book goes here. And bada. Bang. Store it away. Done. Never has dice rolling been so stressful in such a wonderfully illustrated game. But I like it. I like this game. Next Tuesday, we'll come back and we'll play chapters 2 and 3. Because the prologue and chapter 1 wasn't so bad. We started at about 6. Both of them took us until... Both of us, now it's like 8:20. So 2 hours, 20 minutes. I think we could get through 2 chapters in 3 hours. I think we could do so. So we'll come back next week and we'll play chapters 2 and 3. And then the week after we'll play 4 and 5. And it's a 5-part thing. So we almost lost. Yeah, we almost lost the entire game in chapter 1. But we were able to move forward. We just took a little bit of grief for what we got. But yeah. That is Storyfold, and we will continue on. I'm sure others will play and do a hell of a lot better than me, but if you want to see me actually win Chapter 1, the prototype preview, which is pretty much the same, the prototype preview, I did win Chapter 1. So you'll be able to see that. And then I will start using Kim's dice tower from now on and stop rolling. Now I know what not to do. So I'll be using the dice tower from now on because... I can't trust my dice rolling anymore. Alright. I never could, but you know my point. You get what I'm saying. Alright. That's going to be Storyfold. Oof, that was a rough ride, but fun. Beautifully illustrated, great storytelling. I love the puzzle of the river. Yeah, I love the puzzle of the river. I think it's super cool trying to figure it out. I lost Chapter 1 because of myself. Because of me. I took 10 damage when I didn't need to. If I would have paid attention to where the Shadow Wolf was, I probably could have beaten it. But I was an idiot. There's no other excuse, but I messed up. 10 damage when I did not need to take 10 at all. So it was my own fault that I lost that one. But yeah, cool. But it's gonna be good. Rough ride like an old wooden coaster. Thanks, everybody. What's coming up? Thursday, Pac-Man's back, and we'll be playing Aeon's End Past and Future. So the next one in the Aeon's End series. I am painting Dante's Inferno because after we finish Aeon's End, he and I are going to play Dante's Inferno. We're going to play through that, and then we have some other games that I've got 4 games lined up for Pac-Man, campaign games for Pac-Man and I to play through all of it. So Dante's Inferno will be the next one on deck. I'm painting it now. If you look at my Instagram or if you're on my Discord, you've seen the images that I've been posting what I've been painting. But those are, I'm almost done with those. Yeah, I'm almost done. I've painted all the minis for the first chapter that we're gonna play. I'm just doing the I'm painting the stacked, what do you call those things? The stacked things, the terrain. That's the word. The terrain. I'm painting the terrain. So once we get through Aeon's End, we're gonna go into Dante's Inferno. We're gonna play that to completion, and once we complete Dante's Inferno, I've got 2. Like I said, I got 2 other games lined up for us to play. So And they're all big campaign games, so it's going to be really fun. Yeah, yeah. So we'll see where it goes from there. Hopefully, Rogue Angels will be soon. Yeah, we will. He and I will play Rogue Angels for sure. When Emil has it finished. Any Final Girl for spooky season? Yes, I will. I always play Final Girl in October. So now that it is October and it's the spooky season, I will be playing Final Girl season 3. I haven't opened it. I was saving it for October, so I will be playing through all of it, all of season 3, and I usually do it like over two days where I do double features, so it'll be 3 days that I play it, where I'll play those. Cool. All right, that's gonna be all. Lots of stuff coming to the channel. You know the usual. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more. Hit the bell if you want to be alerted when I'm doing stuff. And other than that, thank you to my patrons, and I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.